get it.
Yeah. So
Okay.
this is what it is. I hope I was little clear now. What?
Yeah. I think I was always confused. Okay, what's the free will and what's what my path I have to take? Is it my path or is it the free will? What's going on?
It's the amalgamation of both. That's what mess it is. The amalgamation of both. So that's why we always say that we have to be very conscious of the choices that we are making.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have free will. We have free will. And this is the choice that is being given to us. And that is why we always, the angels or the light beings or our gurus, they always tell us that make wise choices. Because these choices should not come from the instinct. It should basically come from your intellect. Okay. From your intellect plus your heart. So that is the right choice that you make.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you, Miss, for the lovely question. It was really, really wonderful. Thank you so much. Yes. So hello, everybody. So I see so many people now. Okay. So hello, Grishma, Bindu, Ji, Bhavna, and Malati Ji. Okay. Hi, Jaswinder, Gitika Ji. Oh, wow. Great. Okay. Mamta. Hi, Mridula Ji, Kamla Ji, Rosie, Maha, Shanta Ji, Sharda. Oh, Sharda Gar is also here. Hi. And Shrikant Raja Ji. Hello, everybody. It's so nice to see all of you here today. Yes, thank you, Jaswinder ji. Hello, everybody. So, okay, this is the most interesting topic because this is very close to my heart. And I just thought that I should read what James Van Praagh has said about the angels and the spirit helpers which are there, who are there with us all the time. So I just want to read this article. This article is a wonderful, wonderful article, and it's going to clear a lot of other doubts. And it is also going to give you a lot of information to all of you. And then if you have got any questions about anything, especially about the angels, because here we are discussing the spirit helpers who are a little different from the angels, of course. So if you have any questions, then yes, we can cater to those questions after the article. So I would request now all of you to just close your eyes, to be with your spirit guides and the angels, and please be with my voice so that you can read this. You can just start reading this article through my voice, and it should just enter into your heart, because this is a wonderful, wonderful article that I've come across. So I'm going to read this. So be here with me and be here with the angels and invoke them. Ask and seek for the message, any message that they are trying to give you through this article. So James Van Praagh is arguably the most famous and successful spiritual medium of our time, world-renowned for his extraordinary ability to communicate with the spirits of men, women, children, and animals who have died. James' unique paranormal experiences during the past 25 years have been recorded in his best-selling books, Talking to Heaven, Reaching to Heaven, Heaven and Earth, Looking Beyond, Meditations with James Van Praagh. Now, this article has been taken from his book, Talking to Heaven, A Medium's Message of Life After Death. If you have not read this book, please go through this book. It's a wonderful book by James Van Praagh. It's one of my favorites. So I'm going to read this article. Humankind has always believed in the existence of higher beings or angels. An angel is a spiritually evolved entity who exists in heavenly plane and guards us against impending danger or disaster. We do have guardian angels or guides who intervene for us and assist in our earthly missions. Our guides or angels do not have wings nor do they sit on clouds and play harp. Actually, wings are the beautiful bands of color that encircle an angel. It is the angel's aura or energy field, something that surrounds every living being, from plants, animals, and trees to ourselves and our own precious earth. Before we were born, we mapped out a blueprint for our life's journey. When we veer off our life's path, usually a guide will help us to get back on track. Depending on our individual spiritual evolution and earthly work ahead, we will draw to us various helpers from three distinct categories. Number one is the personal guides. The first group of guides are personal guides. These are persons we have known in previous incarnations or in between lifetimes with whom we share our affinity. These guides assist us from spiritual realms by impressing our minds with ways to involve ourselves in certain situations. These impressions are signs from our spirit guides. If everything is going right and there seems to be no glitches, you're open to spirit and following your guidance. If, on the other hand, nothing seems to be working out, you are not listening to the guides and will end up on a different path. Personal guides may make vigorous attempts to guide us through our daily lives and impress us with the best way to remedy certain situations. However, at the same time, it is important to note that these loved ones cannot and do not interfere with those lessons or challenges that we have created on earth from which to learn and grow. Our learning process is never an easy one. And in order for us to get the most benefit from a particular situation or life lesson, many times these guides just stand by and watch us make our decisions. Even though at times it seems things are unbearable, it is at those times that we learn the most. Their spiritual task is to watch over us and assist us. Our guides may change from time to time, depending on the task in which we are involved. But we never need to call them, for they know our needs, are always ready to lend us a hand. The second category is made up on mastery guides or specialized helpers. These are spirits who are drawn to us based on certain activities or work in which we are engaged. Mastery guides possess a certain expertise in a field that we are endeavoring to undertake. Usually, these beings are experts in their particular fields of knowledge. For instance, if you decide to write a mystery story, your thoughts will draw to you an author who has worked or has specialized in that particular type of writing. This guide may impress your mind with certain ways to develop your writing skills and best carry out your ideas. The same is true for musicians, artists, mathematicians, scientists, teachers, social workers, and others. Particular guides are drawn to us or will come if we ask for assistance. The third category of helpers contain our spirit or master teachers. These individuals may be quite spiritually evolved or may never have lived in the physical world, or may have been involved in some aspect of spiritual work during many lifetimes upon the earth. Like our other guides, they too gravitate to us based upon our level of spiritual evolution and understanding. spirit teachers have a strong desire to help us in our spiritual progression. They often try to impress upon us our spiritual gifts and potentialities. This guidance is immeasurable to anyone who's on the path to spiritual enlightenment. Most of us will have one or two of the same master teachers throughout our soul's evolution, lifetime after lifetime. These beings are tuned into our spiritual selves and will help us to grow spiritually throughout our time on the physical plane, as well as assist us in between lives. The saying, when the student is ready, the teacher will appear, is quite true. Several techniques can facilitate recognition of spirit guides. The first step is meditation. You enter meditation with the intent of meeting one of your spiritual guides. When you have reached a sufficiently relaxed state, mentally begin to ask your teacher or teachers to reveal themselves in your mind's eye. If you're relaxed enough and not too anticipatory, you will become aware in your mind's eye of the face of someone or perhaps a part of their clothing. Once you have satisfactorily seen a teacher, you may ask to see another, or you may ask the first one to reveal the lessons you're here to learn. Before coming out of meditation, thank your guides or guide. I suggest that you start a journal and write about your guides and any information they reveal to you, especially what their mission is. Here is another way to receive the same information. As you lie in bed and begin to fall asleep, ask your teacher or teachers to reveal themselves to you in a dream. Repeat the request over and over in your head, like a mantra. When you fall asleep, you should dream of your teacher or teachers. So friends, these were the excerpts that is being taken from the book written by James Van Praagh, Talking to Heaven, A Medium's Message of Life After Death. So if anybody wants to read this, please go ahead. It's a wonderful, wonderful book. In fact, James Van Praagh is one of my favorite authors, writers, who's written a lot about the beings from different dimensions, especially the angels and the spirit guides. And so I just wanted to bring this topic here because this is one of my favorite ones. And yes, when you talk about the personal guides, spiritual teachers, master guides, I have gone through this experience myself because when I started connecting with the angels, so although the angels had already come through the orbs that I used to see from the left eye, my left eye, because they used to be orbs, golden orbs dancing over there. And at that time, I didn't know what exactly it was. But slowly and gradually, yes, when I started understanding that these are the beings and the angels started showing me their presence, it was the fairies who had come to me for the first time. So after the fairies, when their work was complete, when they brought me very close to the nature, when they made me understand that there are light beings, when I started getting more and more connected with the nature, when I became a vegetarian from a non-vegetarian, when I started having compassion for the animal world, that was the time there was a switch from the fairies to the angels. Then different types of angels, they used to come to me and they used to teach me things. And especially, there were certain, special angels who were there, who were who were there to heal me, my body, my mind, my soul, my emotional body or my mental body. So there were different times, different angels who were there. And when the work was complete, I was handed over to the archangels. And then that was the time when I actually started expanding my consciousness, when there was a huge expansion. And I knew that I could do more than what I am here today, because I started understanding that I'm not my body, I'm not my emotion, I'm more than that. So it was the archangels with whom I started connecting with. And then there were certain archangels, because I started working with all 15 of them who were the major archangels, but then slowly and gradually, it was reduced to just 5 archangels who were my master teachers. He used to teach me about certain things, who started actually increasing my vibrations, my frequencies, everything. And slowly and gradually, I was also connecting with different consciousness. For example, the Christ consciousness were there. There was a consciousness of Mother Mary. So they were there always with me. Then I started connecting a lot with, because I was already connected from the childhood to Shiva consciousness, I started connecting with Shakti consciousness. That was Shiva Shakti consciousness. And then I started connecting recently with Krishna consciousness. And now, after the archangels, not only Krishna consciousness is there with me, but there is also the Lemurian beings who are helping me out in my endeavors and my work, who are trying to tell me what is it, or what is it that is in me that can be helpful to increase the frequency of not only my frequency, but the frequency of the universe in general. How can I do that? What contribution do I have to make? So from one lab to another, I was, I was given different labs of the angels. I could see them, I could feel them, I could actually see that this is a different master. Now I have a different master. There's another master who's now teaching me. So today, if I see that, there's a Krishna consciousness who's teaching me, then yes, I would say that I feel that consciousness 24/7 with me. So this is how they teach, this is how they come. So when I started making angel yantras, it was Archangel Metatron who was there with me. And Archangel Metatron was completely telling me what are the angel codes, how do I have to bring that, alive? How can those codes be alive when I'm drawing it on the piece of paper, and how am I going to give it to the people? So those angelic codes had a lot of power in it, because that was something which Archangel Metatron was showing me, that this is the yantra for this particular person who is asking for some help or some healing. So different masters came to me, and especially Patriji, who's always there. Not only right now he's there, but before his death, astrally he was always there. He has been there with me. Similarly, my dad. But now, when I was during my evolution, during my stage at that time, probably 3 years or 4 years back. So till that time, my dad was, he kept coming for these 4 years. He kept going, he kept coming, he kept going. Now he knows that his work is not so much required with me. So he comes to me whenever he feels that I need him. Otherwise, every day he used to come and tell me what to do, what not to do, how to go about things. And I used to have detailed conversations with him. But now it is not required. So he is busy with his work, and he has just left me to the other masters and the angels under whose umbrella I'm working now. So this is how it is. And it is not something that James Van Praagh has just written it. It actually happens. It actually happens. And I am the living testimony for that. So this is what it is. So in case anybody wants to share their experiences about these light beings or the spirit helpers and these master teachers, if there is anything, because I'm sure that at some point of time, all of you who are present here or all of you who are listening, they might have actually felt the presence, even a such slight one. You might have felt a presence of somebody, because as a meditators, because our frequencies change, frequencies are different from the other people who are not meditating, we actually are able to understand the energies that are there, which are surrounding us. So if there's anybody who wants to share, and I think all 17 of you have this experience, I know that. So if anybody wants to share this experience, please go ahead. Or anybody has a question, yes, I'll be more than glad to answer any questions about the angels and the spirit guides.
Sharoo, it's Malati here.
Ji Mahdi, yes.
Yeah. This is a question I asked yesterday as well. When my mother passed away, I was young then. I used to get dreams about her, very vague dreams, but I knew it was my mother. Okay. And she would get me ready to go to school some days not. It's all that kind of stuff. And then when my father passed away, now it will be about 15, 16 years ago, all those dreams just stopped. I don't see my mother or my father. Why?
So it is because, your mother's job was complete. Whatever she wanted to show or whatever love she wanted to give you through the dreams, which was still remaining, because, probably when she was alive, she was not able to say, speak, or do things that she could do it in her dreams. So she did that. And when that work and that task was over, she carried on with her life.
Yes, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I've never dreamed about my father at all.
That's okay, because he didn't feel any need.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right?
Yes, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, because it is not necessary. It is not necessary that all the parents or loved ones, they just come back to us and they start giving the messages, because they feel that if there is a need, they will definitely come. But if they don't feel any need or any connection or any incomplete task, then they don't.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Maldeshi. Thank you so much. Yes. Anybody else?
Hello, Sharoo. I'm Darshana Rathod.
Yes.
As a child, I believe that I had a guiding angel with whom I was interacting. And that guiding angel was helping me all the time as a child. And when I was, I would say, a teenager that time also. But after being adult, I would say that I've lost that connection. And now I would like to re-establish such connection to, to get the spiritual guidance and also the support in my physical world. So how should I reconnect, or how can I find my, guiding angels?
See, the guardian angels are always there. You just need to call them with love. I have done a lot of invocations here on this Beam family. You can go through those Beam family recordings also, YouTube recordings, whereby I have given certain meditations, angel meditations, so you know how to invoke. So basically, it's the love, it's the intent, and it's the faith that they always see. So probably that thing that is there, the energies with whom you used to connect, is still there, but it's dormant. So you just have to, again, woken up, you have to just give a nudge to that kind of energy again, and just say that, hey, I just need you, I want you, please be here with me in my life, so that I can be of some service to you, to the humanity, to the universe. And when this kind of an intention is there, when you want to work for the universe and towards the universe for the betterment, then definitely they're going to listen to you and they'll come to you.
Okay. Well, would you mind sharing some link or something which I can start with?
Beam meditation. Okay, so you have to subscribe on YouTube. I do not know how to do that. It is probably in the group I can share. Definitely.
This your video where you have explained this, so that I can watch and then I can start the journey.
Okay, so Shardaji is saying that it's on the playlist in Beam Meditation. So if you go to YouTube and if you just subscribe to Beam Meditation, so there is a playlist. You can just write playlist Sharoo, or maybe like that, and the playlist will come. So you can just pick and choose whichever you want.
All right. Many thanks.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, Mridulaji has shared, I think. So thank you so much, Mridulaji. Thank you so much. She's shared in the chat box.
Yeah. Thank you, Mridulaji.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Dachna. Thank you so very much. So yes, anybody else? Hey, please, it's a Christmas time. It's the time of angels. I want you guys to little pep up. I mean, it's like, oh God, itna sannata kyun hai bhai karke? There's so much of silence here in this group. Yes, Sharda Garu.
Namaste, namaste, Sharoji, namaste.
Yes, yeah, bring some energy. It's the angels we are talking about. I mean, how can you just be quiet when we are talking about angels? Yes. Ji Sharda ji.
Namaste, Sharoji. Yes,
namaste, Sharda Garu. Oh, I'm fantastic.
Yeah, always lovely session from you, Sharoji.
Thank you.
And talking about angels, yes, and in a dream, Sharoji, my grandfather, he appeared, and he said that he's helping me in the spiritual path. So he passed away. I mean, he left his body when I am about 9 years old. So I'm not having any much interaction with him. But yeah, he loves all the grandchildren. So a few months back in a dream, so he appeared as as I saw him, saw how he used to look, how he used to the appearance. So he said there was a huge building with multi-story building, and so many floors, so many stairs there. So we were standing on top of the building, we both, and me and my grandfather, and within few seconds we were on the road down at the down. So he said, look, this building, to climb up and to climb down, to come down, this building takes nearly half an hour, more than half an hour. But I helped you, and within no seconds, within a couple of seconds, you were there. And next, he said, he showed me a road which is very clear, and which is which is straight and very clear. This he showed, and he said to me that this road, this is this way, to come to this way, it will take so long, many years. But yeah, I took you because of so I helped you to come to this, and amazingly you came to this path so early. So he said everything and gave me so many sweets. So a bag full of sweet, and I said, I can't take all these sweets, so I will take one. So he said, no, these are all for you. So take all these sweets. So then I got to know, when I woke up, then I got to know he is helping me, and he is my one of my spirit guide. And of course, shaman, got to know through you, Sharuji.
Mm,
And
yeah, I remember.
yeah,
You started
apart from
connecting with the shaman. Yeah.
shaman, yes.
Mm.
And apart from all these, Sharuji, you are all angel. You help us in every guide. You are the one of the guides for
Oh,
all
lots
of
of
us.
hugs.
For
Lots
all
of
of
hugs.
us.
I think it's more because I'm surrounded with them, so you see them. They make me, maybe it's just that I'm an instrument. So yes, the love that you see oozing out from me, it's them. So the entire
Mm.
credit, your love is going towards them, the angels. So thank you so much, Sharda Garu. Thank you so very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Sharuji.
And this kind of a experience that you had with the angels, so I would say that because everything that the angels or the spirit guides show you, it is completely metaphorical. The meaning is metaphorical, so it is not about the building that you were seeing, it is about your body.
Mm-hmm.
Because your body consists of different rooms, because there is a mind, there is a mental body, there is an astral body. So our body is comprising of different rooms. Okay, so different rooms, different Sharoo is there, or different Sharda is there.
Mm.
And now in every room, how much have you worked on? Whether you have been able to work on your physical, mental, emotional, astral, causal, have you been able to work on these bodies or not? And as you said, the road that you saw, it is the road that towards that enlightenment, which when you will start working on this body that you're seeing as a home, that you're seeing as a building, that is going to lead to that road of enlightenment. So that is what they're trying to show you, the spirit guides and the angels.
Wow. Thank you. There is a
Yes.
lot of meaning behind that.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sharuji. Thank you for
Yes.
explanation.
Thank you. Thank you. Always remember, whatever angels show you, or whatever the spirit guides or teachers show you, the meaning is always metaphorical. It is not literal. It is not literal at all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Thank
much.
you. Thank you,
Thank
Sharuji.
you. Yes, Jaswinder ji.
Hello, Sharoo. Lovely
Hello.
to hear your voice, your charming voice.
Thank you.
Actually, I know you're saying it's all metaphorical, but my experience was very different. Few years back, I had a fallout with my son about something, and it was carrying on. I was very hurt about something, and it was carrying on, and I didn't know how to approach the situation. And one day he suddenly calls me. He said, "Guess what, Mom? My mom had just passed away maybe 6 to 8 months before." And he said, "Guess what, Mom?" And I said, "What?" He's saying, "Guess who came in my dreams?" So it was Nanima. So I said, "Really?"
Just
And
give me a second. Just give me a second. Just give me a second. I think, wait, this. Wait, just give me a second. I think I have accidentally, I have started the music. I'm so sorry. Okay.
We can't hear you, though. We can't
Okay,
hear
you can't hear.
music.
Oh, okay. I was hearing. Okay, yes. I'm so sorry.
No,
yes,
it's all right.
yes,
It's all right.
yes.
So he said, "Guess what? Who came in my dreams?" And believe it or not, I was amazed what I was trying to get across to my son. Exactly that message. Like I was thinking, oh, should I approach him this way? Should I try to sort it out this way? And he told me, guess what? Nanima made me sit down and she explained everything to me. And she said, you should not be behaving like this. Your mom and dad have done a lot for you. And, it was things that I wanted to say, but I couldn't express. But my mom came in his dreams and explained. Now, is that angels? Is that anything to do with angels? Or is it just a message?
Okay, so Jaswinderji, sometimes what happens is the angels come in the form of your loved ones so that you don't get scared. Because when we talk about your son, Your son might not have heard about angels ever. He might not know what light beings are, but he was very familiar with his Nanima. Okay. So what happens is, even if his Nanima is not visiting him, if at all, if she's not visiting, then angels take the form of Nanima, take the form of the loved ones, so that not to scare the humans and the people around, and they give the message. And in a very simple language, which can be understandable by the child or by the kid. So that is okay. And probably there is also a possibility of Nanima also coming and giving the message to her grandson.
Okay.
So either of the probabilities and the possibilities can happen.
Okay. So can I ask you, like, if there are situations in life, how do you approach angels? How do you like to guide you, or, to rectify some situations or to help with some situations? Is it possible?
Yes, of course it is possible. See, I've always been telling people there are 3 types of connections that we have always with the angels. One is the temporary one. Okay, so in the temporary one, we just call upon the angels, whenever there is a need, when we feel that, okay, we want the angels to be there with us, and we want them to help us out in some situation. And after that situation is resolved, we get back to our work by being grateful to them. And that is all, when we resume our day. But then there is another connection, which is called a permanent connection. So when we talk about a permanent connection, the permanent connection is kind of a connection where, for example, I am having a permanent connection with the angels, where I'm talking to the angels. I'm being with them 24/7 when they are trying to help me work on certain things, because I've surrendered myself completely. I am there with them completely. So that is a permanent. The third one is the neutral connection. Neutral connection is that we are aware of their presence in our lives. We are not working with them, but we are grateful to them that they are there. And whenever the message has to come, we just accept that message with an open hand and an open heart. That is all. But we do not, try to maintain a connection with them like I do. I consciously try to maintain a connection with them. I try to do that with awareness. But when it's a neutral connection, you might not be doing that, but still you're grateful towards them. So now if you have to choose that which connection you want, because then the work is done accordingly. If it's a temporary one, the work is done accordingly. If it's a permanent one, your work from your end is different. And if it's a neutral one, then the work is different. So it depends upon you. Which one do you want? And accordingly, the work is being given. So if it's just that you want their presence, then you can just be on a frequency of gratitude with them. You can be with them, and you could just say that, kindly be there in my life. Please guide me, help me, protect me in my life. And just whenever I'm diversifying or diverting from my real path, please guide me. So these are the things that you can just say, do, affirm, all these things. Yeah. Okay. Did I do something here? Okay. Jasvinderji, are you here? Okay. Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, you did. It's
Okay.
very nice.
Thank you so
so
much.
much.
Thank
you. Thank you.
Yes, Anu.
Hello, Sharuji. Great session again. It was really lovely hearing you again after such a long gap. I want to say something about the spirit guides. Like recently, I always feel that whenever I have a question, it gets answered through many mediums and forms. Always been like that. So I want to thank the spirit guides, which are known and unknown to us, and help us relentlessly throughout our life, right? So it's such a great service that we get from them. It's really beautiful. I had a recent experience which I would want to share, that I read somewhere there is a archangel Nathaniel, um, and this archangel helps in like overcoming, like we take to learn one aspect, we take one birth sometime, like, sorry, how I'm putting it is like, to learn one aspect, say if we have not learned that particular lesson, we take it takes us one lifetime. So my question was, I was just thinking about it. Okay, there are so many times we think that we have overcome this particular tendency, but until we don't, until we face the situation, how do we come to know? Because a lifetime is a really long process. How, if we want to really accelerate this process, and you won't believe, within day or two I got a response through something somewhere where I read it, that there are spirit guides, and especially Archangel Nathiel, they put you through tasks that you have actually written in your soul plan. You can ask the task to start, and they're very tough tasks. And to actually see whether you have learned your lesson and those tasks have been done, you can ask spirit guides to run those tests in your sleep. So I experimented it, and one night recently I said, I'm ready for the first test. But the only request I had, that let me remember the test. Even if I fail or pass, I would like to remember it, because most of the times we forget. And you won't believe, in my dream I was faced with this situation, and it was a very elaborate dream. I won't go through that. It was about how I saw a random kid who was about to be killed or something like that, and how I rescued him and how I fed him. And end of it, I was shown that I passed the test because I requested it. And you won't believe, I got off with, I mean, first I wasn't able to believe it. But I was thanking my spirit guides. They actually started giving the test, and I don't know, I still don't know if I have passed it, but I have a feeling that I've passed it. So maybe that's yet to be certain. So, but I wanted to tell it about the spirit guides, that there are spirit guides also who help us not only in our present thing, but if we want to accelerate our soul growth and look at the lessons in a sandbox environment. A sandbox is something that software used when, before, for example, releasing a software, they want to test it somewhere. And if it works in that, then they launch the product. So similarly, I thought, oh, they have created a sandbox in dreams. So it was really interesting to know. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, Anu. Thank you. As usual, your experiences mean a lot to the listeners, to participants, to people, to everybody. Thank you so much for sharing, Anu. Thank you so very much.
Thank you.
Okay, Shadagar, you want to say something?
Yes, Sharuji.
Yes, Ji.
Sharuji, from since like months, from months I say, every day I'm seeing from starting day to the end, I'm seeing like same numbers. Like on the clock or anywhere, on my phone messages are 1616 0404, like clock, like twin numbers. So I don't know what it meant. I just simply say thank you, angels, but I don't know what they are going to message me or they are going to convey me. But I don't know what's going with. It's been from several months, I say. So I don't know what to do.
Which
with
number?
that numbers.
Which number? What is the number?
Not at a particular number, Sharaji. Just before 1 hour before, I saw 1616, and morning is 07 and 07, and the clock, and next is 11 11 11. So like this. So today those are the numbers I saw.
Okay. So when we talk about number seven usually tells you and validates that you are on a right path. Okay, so it always tells you, the angels are telling you that you are on the right path, and it's a very, very pious number. When we talk about angel numbers, 7 number is something that also validates that you're working on your life purpose. And so you keep doing that. This is what it is. And when it is combining with number 11 or number 1. So there can be two things. Number one is that, because it is an 11 number, that it is a number of enlightenment. So probably sometimes maybe there is still a lot of work that is needed to be done from your end. So that is something that you need to put into it. Secondly, when you see number 11, it also has a frequency or a vibration of number 2 in it. And number 2 is a number of emotion. It's a number of moon. And moon has a lot of, it is basically connected with the feminine or feminine emotions. So then you have to see that whether my emotions are balanced or not. Are they balanced? Because that is what they are trying to tell you, that you have to balance out your emotions, which is also trying to, be a hindrance in your enlightening or enlightenment path. And that is what probably they are trying to tell you, that, hey, we are there with you, but still there are certain things that you need to work on, so that any kind of an emotion that you're facing should not get into the enlightenment path that you are following right now. So this is basically when I can join the dots between the 7 for you, 1, 1, and 2. So this is what the message is. The probable message. Actual message, you will know, Sharda Garu, when you will sit, when you will talk to them, when you will see that which number is coming to you in a much more greater way. For example, whether it's the 7 that is being continuously coming to you, or is it number 3? Is it number, is it number 2? Is it number 11? Which one? So you just have to keep checking. You have to just keep writing in the journal that today I saw this number this many times. And then you see the frequency of a number, that for how many times one number has come to you, and then you will get to know. So you have to keep observing for about a month or so, and then you will get the answer. But what I feel, what the angels are telling me right now is what I have told you.
Thank you. Thank you, angels. Thank to angels, and thanks to Sharoo.
Yes. Thank you,
Definitely,
angels.
I will.
Yes.
Definitely, I will be noting down from today.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Sharoo.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sharda Garu. Thank you so much. So guys, I think let's start the meditation for some time. Let's be with the angels for some time today. The music that I'm going to share is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And it's a Devi prayer, and it's a beautiful prayer. So you don't have to, you just don't have to put the words inside your mind. You just have to be with your breath, with the music that you're listening, and try to be one with the angels. As James Van Praagh also said, that just feel the presence of the angels in front of you. Maybe you will see something, you will feel something, you will know something. There might be some message that is coming to you, or even if there is no message, try to be in their vibration and frequency, because they are there listening to you, seeing each and every move that you make, seeing each and every action that you're creating in the universe. So be there with them today. Just close your eyes. I'm going to start with the music. I'm going to share the music. Just be with the music for just 10-15 minutes. I'm not asking much. So I just want you to be right now with the energies of the angels. Just let me know whether it's audible. Now you can open your eyes with a beautiful smile on your face, since you have been basking in the energy of all these light beings, all the angels, your spirit guides, your animal spirit guides, Mother Nature, the goddesses and the gods and their energies with you. I hope you had a wonderful short meditation. Is there anything anybody wants to say? Ji Sharda garu.
Sorry, Sharji, it's me again.
Oh, it's okay. Why do you have to say sorry? Yeah. Yes, yes,
So,
yes. Tell me.
so wonderful meditation, so lovely song, and
you.
amazing, amazing pregnant surrounded Sharji. Thank you so much.
Thank
And
you.
I saw a beautiful, beautiful big lotus flower with so many petals, and
Wow.
it's bloomed. It's very beautiful.
Wow.
And one more surprising thing is, I saw myself with very, very big, like wings, feathers. I do,
Mhm.
as I, how come I was questioning, how come I can see like me like that? So it's really, it's like
Wow.
something else.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your experience. Thank you, Sharda garu. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sharuji.
Yes. Anybody else? Thank you so much. Anu, yes, the name of the book from which the excerpts have been taken is Talking to Heaven by James Van Praagh. So thank you. Thank you so much for being here and today basking in the energies of the angels and different light beings. So many light beings. Thank you for being with me today. And thank you. And let's meet again next Friday. And next Friday, it's going to be the Christmas week. And I know there's a lot of celebration, a lot of other, the angels coming to you. So just keep a watchful eye. You are going to get so many signs from them. You're going to get so much of love from them. You're going to get so much blessings from them. So keep your eyes open, heart open, hands open to receive, and to receive. And don't forget, when you receive, when you get, you also start giving as well. Don't forget that. So thank you so very much, all of you. Thank you, angels, and thank you all the light beings who have surrounded us today. Thank you so much and good night. Thank you.
Thank you, Sharoo.
Thank you so much. Thank you.